Nathan, can we talk for a moment? Is now a good time?
Yeah, what's up? Make it quick. You're cutting into my precious lunch break.
Lately, you've been coming home late, and your attitude at home feels distant. Is something going on?
Huh? What's your point? Work's busy, so of course I'm getting home late.
I understand that you're busy, but I'd still like you to care a bit about what's happening at home. We're a family after all. Can't you make some time for us?
Family? Why are you making such a big deal out of this? I'm bringing in the money. Isn't that enough? It's really none of your concern what I do.
But a family isn't just about money, is it? Spending time together and caring about each other is important too. That's why I want you to think about us more.
That's not something I care about. You and Lucy can handle it yourselves. I've got my own things to do, so I can't be bothered.
That's so cruel. I just want you to be more present with us.
Be present with you? Are you serious? You have no idea how busy I am. I don't have time to do anything for you. Don't bother me, for Christ's sake.
But isn't a family something we build together? I understand that you're busy, but we also want to support you.
Support? Don't make me laugh. I don't need that. I can handle things on my own. I don't care what you think. Just don't bother me. That's all.
Even so, as your partner, I want to help in any way I can. That's what I believe a wife's role is.
A wife's role? To me, you're just a responsibility. Honestly, it's just a hassle. No matter what you say, I won't change. I'll do things my way.
I see. I understand. But I really want to face this together with you. That's how I truly feel.
Do whatever you want, but let me tell you, don't get in my way. I can't meet your expectations, and I don't plan to.
Well, I get what you're trying to say, but I'm not giving up.
My life is mine. I'm not going to adjust to you guys.
Nathan, there's something I want to ask you.
What is it?
This morning, I made you lunch, right?
Yeah?
Did you by any chance throw it in the trash? I worked hard to make it, but it was in the trash.
Yeah, I didn't want it, so I threw it away. I mean, making it for me doesn't mean anything to me, right? Maybe you put in a lot of effort, but I didn't want it. And honestly, it was just annoying.
What?
What do you mean? Is it really something to make such a big deal about? I can do whatever I want, can't I?
How could you? How could you do something so cruel? I made that with you in mind, putting in all my effort. Throwing it away? Doesn't that hurt you at all? Ignoring my effort and just tossing it in the trash? I can't believe it.
I never asked you to make me lunch, did I? You did that on your own, so don't blame me.
But
I ditched it since it wasn't necessary for me in the first place. It's so annoying.
Sure, you didn't ask me, but I made it thinking about your health, trying to do something good for you. I'm worried because you've been gaining weight lately. With a health checkup coming up, I thought things could get serious if this keeps up, so I wanted to do what I could.
Huh? Have I really gained that much weight? I haven't really noticed.
Your stomach area in particular stands out. That's why I want you to take care of your health. And you've just transferred, so you haven't found a good diner yet, right? So I thought it would be healthier and more economical to eat home-cooked meals instead of eating out. Throwing away that effort without a second thought is really cruel.
Then how about this? Make me a lunch that looks better than the food at a diner, and maybe I'll eat it instead of throwing it away. I did check the contents of the lunchbox, but honestly, it was just leftovers from yesterday, and it looked bland with all those veggies. There's no way I'd eat a lunch like that.
What did you just say?
From now on, I'll keep doing what I've been doing and eat out for lunch. It's the easiest and the tastiest option. I don't need a lunch that doesn't even make me hungry. So stop doing unnecessary things. Don't make me lunch ever again.
I understand. Then I'll stop making lunch for you from tomorrow. Mom, I find it hard to say this face to face, so I'm saying it via WhatsApp. Thanks for always making such delicious lunches. Oh my, that makes me so happy to hear. Today's lunch was super cute too. Well, it had some leftovers from yesterday. But the colors were nice, and it was delicious. I've always bought lunches before, so I really looked forward to having a homemade lunch.
Hearing that makes it all worth it.
And because of your lunch, I made friends right after I transferred. Thank you so much.
Really? I'm so glad you made friends so quickly.
I was worried about how I'd fit in, so this is such a relief. Someone saw my lunch and said, "That looks like a delicious lunch," and started talking to me. We ended up eating together and became friends.
I'm really glad that you have adjusted to the new environment and made friends. I was worried about how things would turn out, but I'm relieved it's heading in a positive direction. When the transfer was decided, you must have been anxious about it, right? Even though you forced a smile, I believe you were really feeling a lot of worries and conflicts inside. As a parent, I really regret having to make you switch schools during such a crucial time in your life. It's not easy to adapt to a new environment, and I know it's been a burden.
Mom, it's not your fault at all. There was nothing you could do about it, so you don't have to blame yourself so much. The real issue was that Dad made the decision on his own, right? So don't worry about it. I'm not concerned about it anymore.
But I can't help but think that if I had been able to persuade your dad more, maybe things would have turned out differently. If I had spoken up more strongly back then, you wouldn't have had to struggle so much. Especially transferring during such an important time in high school. It really broke my heart. If it had been earlier, it would have been much easier.
If Dad had just gone on his own, this wouldn't have been an issue. But he was so adamant about the family staying together. He talks about how important it is for the family to be together. But look at the result. He just made the decision without considering how we felt. He really was forceful, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. Ignoring our opinions and just pushing ahead with what he wanted. I guess that's just how he is.
But even with all that, I've made new friends, so I think I'm okay now. Complaining won't change anything, so I've decided to stay positive. I've decided to change my mindset and enjoy my new school life. So I'm going to forget about the past and start fresh. Speaking of which, can I hang out with my friends today? They invited me to stop by Starbucks after school. Can I?
Of course, go ahead. Spending time with your friends is the most important thing. But make sure you stay safe and be careful on your way home. You're new to the area, so some streets might be a bit tricky for you. Just watch out and make sure to head home early.
Got it. I'll be careful. I'll make sure to come home early so you don't worry. And I'm looking forward to your lunch again tomorrow. Your lunches are really delicious, and there's something I look forward to every day at school.
Leah, I need to talk to you.
What's going on? Why at this hour?
Can't it wait until you get home? No, I thought it'd be better to announce it as soon as possible.
What?
I'm planning to increase my allowance by $200 starting now. The recent price hikes have been brutal, and even just for lunch, It's a significant expense. If we don't reconsider it soon, I won't be able to manage.
$200 more? That's a pretty sudden request. I'm a bit surprised. Why do you suddenly need that much? Is there a special reason? It's not like you've been living extravagantly, right?
The diner near my office has been raising its prices lately. It used to be cheaper, but now there are no more affordable meals left. On top of that, even at fast food restaurants, prices keep going up. And my lunch easily exceeds $12. It's a daily thing, so I'm really struggling.
But increasing your allowance by $200 is going to be really tough on our budget. We're planning to send Lucy to college, and we want to get her into a good prep school too. Our expenses are only going to keep increasing. We need to manage our finances carefully for the future. So increasing it by $200 might be a bit too much.
I've been working hard to earn money for this family, and now you're saying no when I ask for a little more? How am I supposed to work if I can't even afford lunch as the breadwinner? It's because I work hard that you guys can live comfortably, isn't it?
That's not what I'm saying. But considering the whole budget, we need to find ways to manage things better. Everyone's going through tough times right now, so we all need to try to save where we can. I want to do what I can to meet your request, but I need you to understand that it's difficult given our current situation. That said, I know how hard you're working, so I'll do what I can.
Well, if that's the case, I guess I'll have to use my last resort.
Last resort?
I'll settle for your lunch. Not that I'm expecting much. I know you'll make the lunch, but it's probably going to be plain and boring, right? But since there's no other choice, I'll give it a try for a while.
What? Did you really dislike my lunches that much? If that's the case, you don't have to force yourself to eat them. I'd rather increase the allowance so you can eat what you want.
No, it's not that. Sure, your lunches aren't exactly fancy, but when I think about my health, I figured it might be better to just suck it up and eat them.
But you've even gone so far as to throw away the lunches I made because you didn't like them, right? Knowing that, it doesn't feel right for me if you're forcing yourself to eat them. I've been making lunches for Lucy every day, but it's kind of a shock to hear you think they're so plain and tasteless.
Well, that might be true, but I just got the results from last month's health checkup, and when I saw how much weight I'd gained, I realized I needed to do something about it. So I thought, even if the lunches seem awful, I should try eating them for my health. You understand, right?
If that's how you feel, you really don't have to force it. Knowing that you're eating them just out of obligation doesn't make me happy as the one making them. I'd feel better if we increased the budget so you could eat something you actually enjoy.
What?
I'll keep making lunch just for our daughter from now on. So Nathan, you can continue enjoying eating out. You're working hard as the breadwinner, so you should definitely have the freedom to eat whatever you like for lunch. Mom, listen. Huh? Aren't you supposed to be at school? I am. That's why I got ready and left the house, but Dad forcibly took my lunch. What? I can't believe it either. I never expected something like this to happen in the morning, and I was at a loss for how to deal with it. I have no idea why Dad would do something like that. And normally, this shouldn't even happen, right? Mom, what do you think? Is that really true? I can't believe something like that actually happened. Dad was waiting for me at the bus stop this morning. I was just trying to go to school as usual, and he suddenly showed up. It totally caught me off guard. Then out of nowhere he said, "Give me your lunch." Like he was ordering me around. I had no idea why he would say something like that, and I was completely confused. It made no sense, and I flat out said no, but he wouldn't listen at all. He forcibly took it from me. It was unbelievable.
What on earth is he thinking? Taking his daughter's lunch? What kind of parent does that? I can't understand what he's doing at all. No normal parent would ever do something like that.
I never expected something like this to happen in the morning, and it completely killed my mood to go to school. Now I don't even have lunch thanks to him. I was really looking forward to the lunch you worked so hard to make every morning. Going without lunch is just unthinkable.
In that case, come back home. I'll make you a new lunch right away, so don't worry. I'll get everything ready for you. There are still some leftovers, and if I hurry, I think I can make it in time for you to take it to school. It might take a little time, but I'll prepare it as quickly as I can.
Really? But will I make it to school on time? What if I'm late? But if I can eat your lunch, it might be worth it.
Well, if you can't make it on time, you can just grab something from the store. That's fine too, so don't worry.
No, I'd still rather have your lunch, so I'll head back home. Even if I'm a little late, it's just a self-study period, so it's okay. Plus, I feel more at ease with your lunch. It's hard to concentrate without lunch. Since it's self-study in the morning, a little lateness won't be a big deal.
I'm glad to hear that. Anyway, I'll get the lunch ready right away, so hurry back home. Leave it to me and everything will work out fine. I can't believe it. I really don't think you're acting like a proper father. Huh? When you leave work today, come straight home. You need to apologize to Lucy properly. Why should I apologize to Lucy? She told me everything. Forcing her to give up her lunch? What were you thinking? Damn it. I never thought she'd rat me out so quickly. I told her to keep quiet, but why doesn't she ever listen? Honestly, why is she so stubborn? Answer my question. I need you to explain what you were thinking because I can't accept what you did. Lucy's lunch is something I put a lot of effort into every morning for her. How could you just take it from her? I already increased your allowance, so you shouldn't have any trouble getting lunch. Why would you need to do something like that? Explain yourself. Shut up. You have no right to talk to me like that. It's your fault for not making me lunch. You have no idea how much I was looking forward to it.
What?
I said I'd be fine with lunch instead of increasing my allowance. So why did you refuse? You refused to make me lunch, so I had to figure something out on my own. That's why I had no choice but to do what I did. I didn't have any other options. I'll even take my daughter's lunch if I have to. Nathan, did you really want me to make you lunch that badly? If that's the case, you should have just asked me properly. I told you I've gained weight. That's why I need lunch for the sake of my health. As my wife, shouldn't you have offered to make it for me? Why didn't you do that?
What?
You didn't say a word and just went ahead and chose the easier option of increasing the allowance, didn't you? Why didn't you choose to make the lunch instead? That's what I was hoping for. If you wanted it that much, you could have just asked honestly, you know? A man has his pride. It's not that easy to ask for something like that. You're really not being honest, are you? But even so, taking our daughter's lunch was clearly wrong, no matter how you look at it. You need to reflect on your actions. When you get home, you're going to apologize to Lucy. No matter what you say, this isn't something that can be excused. Shut up. Why should I apologize to my daughter? You can apologize to Lucy for me. Just tell her it's because you didn't make my lunch that all of this happened. What? What are you even saying? It's ridiculous to think I should be the one apologizing. Don't you dare speak to me like that. I work hard every day for this family, earning money for us all. If you keep complaining, I'll divorce you.
You're not my husband.
What?
I've been quietly watching, but I can't take it anymore. What do you mean you're doing this for the family? You've always been unreasonable and selfish, just messing with Mom and me. I really hate that about you, Dad.
Dad? Lucy, is that you? Why aren't you at school?
I'm heading to school as soon as Mom finishes making my lunch again. I had to come back home because you took it from me.
You came all the way back from the bus stop?
Well, I love Mom's lunches, but you took the lunch I love so much from me. And now my wrist hurts from you grabbing it so hard.
Shut up. It's your fault for not handing it over to me when you should have.
You're really desperate to get Mom's lunch, huh? But I guess that makes sense. Without Mom's lunch, you can't show off at work as the loving husband, right?
What?
And without pretending to be a loving husband, your cute junior colleague at work won't pay attention to you. That jerk who's so into married men? I can't believe you'd be so desperate for someone like her.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about, Lucy?
Actually, I saw you once, Dad. You were at a cafe near the station with a young woman, right?
What?
I was getting some help from a friend with my studies. The test coverage at my new school is really broad. So we stayed late at the cafe to study. I never expected to see my own father there with another woman.
What?
And you even sat right behind me. Were you so focused on her that you didn't even notice me?
And did you hear what we were talking about?
Of course. I heard every word loud and clear. That woman said, for some reason, I always fall for married men. Like an absolute fool, right? Not only that, she said, and especially I love men whose wives are super devoted to them. I remember thinking, I never want to end up like that when I'm older.
Oh, well.
And yeah, I definitely don't want to turn out like you either. Flirting with a woman who's openly coming on to you? You were even bragging about it, weren't you?
What?
You said something like, my wife loves me so much. She can't stop doing things for me. It's actually a problem because she keeps giving me these elaborate lunches that I don't even want, or something like that. I can't believe how easily you lied about that.
You heard all of that?
You were having a secret meeting with a woman right behind me. Of course I couldn't focus on my studies. Instead, I was busy recording your entire conversation.
What?
And yes, I still have the recordings with me. It was around that time too, wasn't it? When you suddenly started wanting Mom's lunches again. Were you trying to show off a loving wife's lunch at work to impress her?
Well...
And I also saw you one morning sitting on a park bench. You were stuffing convenience store food into a lunch bag, trying to pass it off as a homemade lunch from Mom because she stopped making them for you.
You saw that too?
Desperately trying to get the attention of a junior who loves married men? You're really the worst father ever. You're more obsessed with another woman than with us, your family. What kind of family is that?
Oh, well...
Don't think you can stay in this family forever. We're ready to cut ties with you anytime.
What did you say? Hey, Lucy, what do you mean by that?
I'm sorry, Nathan. Lucy just got carried away and said something she didn't mean. Don't worry about it. It's nothing serious.
Leah, our daughter just said she's ready to cut ties with me. There's no way it's nothing. Don't try to brush it off. You're not seriously talking about divorce, are you?
Oh, no. I guess I can't hide it anymore, huh?
What?
It's really hard to keep up the charade now, isn't it? I suppose I have no choice but to say it. I've been thinking about divorcing you.
What? This is the first I've heard about this. What on earth are you thinking?
To be honest, I started working part-time for that very reason. It wasn't just to help with household expenses. I had a deeper reason. I wanted to make sure I had enough income to properly take care of Lucy if we divorced. So I've been preparing little by little. I've been planning for our future. And finally, the manager asked me if I'd like to become a full-time employee. It seems like my hard work has been recognized, and it's given me a bit of confidence.
A full-time employee? When did you start planning all of this?
Apparently, it's really rare to go from part-time to full-time in just 2 months. That's why I feel like all my effort has paid off, and I'm really happy about it. But it's because I worked hard that I can confidently take this new step forward. I want to keep working hard for Lucy's sake.
Wait, hold on a second. You can't just drop something like this on me out of nowhere. I can't process it. You want to divorce me? Are you serious? I never even imagined you were thinking about something like that.
Yes, I'm absolutely serious. I want to divorce you from the bottom of my heart. Staying together any longer isn't good for either of us. When I heard from Lucy what you were doing at that cafe, I made my decision right then and there. I knew I couldn't stay with you anymore. At that moment, I resolved to get a divorce. The fact that you betrayed us is the final straw.
Wait, please. I had no idea you were thinking like that. Yes, I was at the cafe with her, but it hasn't turned into an affair yet. It's not something that should be blown out of proportion, right? We haven't crossed that line yet. We just shared a few cups of coffee. Do you really have to take it this far? I was just indulging in a little fun, that's all.
What?
I haven't even spent a night with her yet, and I was planning to stop before things got serious. We only had a few cups of coffee together. That's it. Really, that's all there is to it. It was just a little flirtation, enjoying the tension between us. It hasn't turned into an affair, so please believe me. Divorce over this is too hasty. Please, calm down and think it over one more time.
The moment you started enjoying a flirtation with another woman while having wife and child, that's already cheating. That kind of behavior is more than enough reason for a divorce. You have no idea how much you've hurt me.
This can't be... Is this really the end?
Honestly, I wanted to prepare more and tell you calmly. But sometimes, pushing forward with momentum leads to better outcomes. So I'll go get the divorce papers right away. My decision is final, and I won't waver anymore. When you get home from work, sign them immediately. This will be the end of everything, so let's make sure we close this chapter properly. Mom, I'm sorry about what happened this morning. We had planned to prepare everything before divorcing Dad, but I just blurted it out in the heat of the moment. Lucy, you did nothing wrong, so don't apologize. In fact, the timing was perfect. What? Actually, I've been looking for an apartment for the two of us to live in. Our first choice apartment was fully booked. But when I checked this morning, a unit became available. I contacted the real estate agent right away, and they said we could move in immediately. Really? So I'm sorry to do this without asking, but I'm going to pack up your things. We'll move everything in by the end of today. I'll send you the address, so after school, go straight there. Okay. I'm so happy we can get away from Dad this quickly. Me too. I'm really sorry for dragging you into all this because of our parental issues, Lucy. But I promise, I'll never put you through this again. As long as I have you, Mom, I'll be okay.
Leah, I just got home, but what's going on? Please respond right away. Why aren't you answering? All your stuff is gone from the house.
I told you I wanted a divorce, so I've already moved out. Now I'm completely free from living with you. I left the divorce papers on the living room table. So sign them and submit them. Let's end this once and for all.
Are you kidding me? I can't believe you made this decision on your own. I never agreed to a divorce. You're the one who decided this without me. Sure, I was wrong to be interested in another woman. But throwing away our family over this is just crazy. I'll apologize, so please, come back. I want to start over as a family.
Even if you apologize, it's too late. Your words have no value to me anymore. I've been fed up with the way you've looked down on me for a long time. I don't feel any love for you anymore. It's over.
No way.
You have no idea how hurt I was when you threw away the lunch I made with care, do you? And do you remember how you decided on the transfer without considering the family's wishes at all? You always ignored my feelings and Lucy's, and just forced your own convenience on us. There's no way I can stay in a family with someone as selfish and cold-hearted as you.
I'm telling you, I'll apologize for everything. It's all my fault, so please, just give me one more chance. I never imagined you would actually leave so quickly. I had no idea you were serious about wanting a divorce.
I'll say it again. It's all too late now. I'm not listening to your words anymore. If you're really that opposed to signing the divorce papers, then I guess you'll have to talk to a lawyer. No matter how much time or money it takes, I'm determined to divorce you. Our life together is already over.
What? Are you really that determined? Are you actually considering divorce mediation? I didn't realize you were taking this so seriously.
This is what Lucy wants too. It's not just me. Lucy wants to be away from you as well. She said she doesn't want to live with a father who's as pathetic and unreliable as you anymore. And when Lucy grows up and gets married one day, she says she can't bear the thought of introducing someone like you to the person she cares about.
Seriously? I can't believe it.
So just give up and sign the divorce papers. There's no room for further discussion. We'll discuss Lucy's child support and college expenses later at our own pace. You still have a lot of responsibilities to fulfill, but we'll never see each other again. From now on, Lucy and I will start our new life together. We don't need you anymore. So move on with your life and forget about us.
This can't be happening. Please, come on, I'm begging you.
Even if you have regrets, they're no longer our concern. Thank you for everything up until now, but from here on out, I'll live on my own terms. Lucy and I have decided to move forward with our lives.
Let me be part of the family again.
You no longer have the right to dictate our future, so I wish you happiness and goodbye.
Leah!
After the divorce, Nathan began to find himself isolated at work. His arrogance and condescending attitude gradually caused him to lose the trust of those around him. The truth about Nathan's attempted relationship with a young female employee also came to light, and she completely cut ties with him. As Nathan lost his place at the company, his work performance declined as well, eventually making him a target for layoffs. Having lost both his family and his job, Nathan was left to live alone in solitude. I can only hope he finds a way to make the most of his life. Meanwhile, Lucy and I are satisfied with our new life and moving forward toward the future. The tension that once existed feels like a distant memory, replaced by peaceful and happy times. At last, we, mother and daughter, have truly found our freedom.
Zoe. Zoe!
Good morning, Eleanor. What is it? It's early in the morning.
Can you come over to my house now?
What? Now?
Yes, right now.
I'm sorry, I have work.
Which is more important, Me or work?
That depends on the reason.
You should have answered, yes, you. You should have been more thoughtful. Anyway, come here right now.
It's too sudden. If it's not urgent, I can come by after work.
Huh? I told you to come right now.
I wish it was tomorrow. I have my monthly planning meeting today, so I can't take a day off.
Oh, that means your work is more important than me.
No, it's not like that. By the way, why do you want me to come?
Never mind. You're not coming anyway, right? Then it's useless to tell you.
Oh.
Every second you say work, work, work. How important is work to you? Are you fulfilling your duty as a housewife?
I don't do anything special, but I do the usual household chores like cooking, laundry, and cleaning. It's not like I'm always busy, so...
And? What's for dinner today?
My husband doesn't need dinner today, so I haven't really thought about it yet. Since it's just me, I thought I'd have leftovers from the fridge.
You don't cook much, even if my son was there, huh? You always make excuses.
That's not true.
If you can't handle the housework, quit your job. You married my son. You should put him first. Even me, after our son was born, I've lived my whole life devoting myself to him and my husband.
Yes, I respect you, Eleanor, but my situation is different from yours.
What's the difference? If I can do it, why can't you? You always make excuses like that.
I'm sorry.
If there's a reason you can't do it, it's because of your job. Why don't you just quit?
For now, it doesn't interfere with my work as a housewife. So, I'll think about it when it becomes too much for me.
Damn, you don't listen to my advice at all. You think I'm stupid?
That's not true. I told you I respect you.
Enough. I'm going to be even more irritable when I see you, so you don't have to come here today. Work as you want.
Eleanor, you don't have to say it like that.
Zoe.
Good morning, Eleanor.
Hey, you have to come to our house today.
Okay, I'll come over after work.
What are you talking about? Come over right now.
I'm sorry, but I have to go to work.
Work again? You always say work, work, work. Why can't you listen to your mother-in-law?
I'm not saying I won't go. I'll be there after work.
I am telling you to come now. You don't have a meeting today, do you?
No, but...
The light bulb in the kitchen is out, and I need you to replace it.
Oh, is that it?
What do you mean? You want me to cook in the dark?
No, that's not what I...
Then what? You want me to replace it by myself? What are you going to do if I get injured by making an old person do that kind of work? My health is more important than your work.
Well, I agree.
After work is too late. It'll get dark. You have to come now.
Fine. I'll take a half day off and visit you.
Come right away. Oh, and before you come, get the light bulb.
You don't have light bulbs?
No, we don't.
The stores aren't open at this hour.
It's your duty as a wife to find and buy it. Your mother-in-law is in trouble, so do something about it. Can't you even understand that? I'm so sick of you.
Fine.
Anyway, please come here as soon as possible.
Good evening, Eleanor. Are you busy now?
What? I don't have time for you.
Just a little. Did you come to my house today?
Yes, I did. What's with that empty fridge? That will affect my son's health, so I restocked it with some food.
Thank you. I was so surprised to see the food. It seems like you folded the laundry too. Thank you.
If you leave them without folding, the clothes will get wrinkled, right? I want my son to wear clothes nicely. I mean, Zoe,
Yes?
you only washed your own clothes and never my son's. Don't tell me you treat them like dirt and wash them separately. If you did, I'll make you break up with him immediately.
I won't do that. My husband was out of town, so there was nothing to wash. I wouldn't do something so mean.
Well, good then. He's a hard-working boy. He was probably on a business trip or something. Poor thing, working hard every day.
No, it's not that.
More importantly, Zoe,
Yes?
I got a call from my son.
What?
He said you didn't give him any allowance.
Huh? That's not true. Rather, I gave him more allowance than the average worker.
Then why is he asking me for money?
He called you?
Yes. He said his wife didn't give him a penny, so he can't go for a drink with his business partners.
No.
My son, who works as a salesman, doesn't have a penny. You're not ashamed to be his wife?
That can't be true. He doesn't have any money?
Why are you working, Zoe?
It's so that we can be financially comfortable.
Right? Then give my son what he needs. This time, I transferred the money to his account.
You did that?
Of course. His wife doesn't even give him allowance, and I don't know if she cooks him dinner. She separates the clothes. How can I not feel sorry for a son like that? If he's in trouble, I'd want to help him.
Eleanor, what makes you say that? I have no idea of any of this.
You're a terrible liar. Why do you think I went to your house today? I know what's going on when I see your house. You're such a bad wife. I shouldn't have let you marry him.
Eleanor, next time you come to my house, will you please call me before you come? I don't like it when you come in without permission and say whatever you want.
How insane. I am his mother. What's wrong with me going to my son's house? Besides, you gave me the key.
I gave you the key to keep in case of emergency. I didn't give it to you to spy on us.
Spy on you? How dare you be so rude to your mother-in-law? You're really insane. Just don't make my son unhappy, okay? Hey Zoe, reply to me right away.
Yes, Eleanor?
My son called me again and said you haven't given him allowance again. What's going on? I told you. My son is a salesman, so you need to let him have some money.
I've never received any allowance from him since we got married. Only the rent is deducted from his account.
What do you mean?
I've asked him many times, but he says he wants to use the money he earns by himself. So all other bills and living expenses are paid from my income. That's why I can't quit my job even if I want to.
That's natural.
What?
It's natural to spend the money you earn for yourself.
Huh? When you get married, aren't you supposed to cooperate with each other financially?
What are you talking about? It is the wife's role to give money to her husband when he needs it. Isn't that why you keep working?
I don't understand what you are saying. You told me to quit my job.
That's because I didn't think you were capable of managing the housework.
If I did that, we wouldn't be able to save any money. I want to have children. I want to build my own house. I want to travel. That's why I've been patient all these years.
No choice. If you're going to say that, why don't you work more?
Huh? You tell me to quit my job. Now you tell me to work harder. What's up with you?
Hey, why are you talking so cheekily to your mother-in-law? Are you against me?
Because what you are saying is so unreasonable. What did I get married for? I feel like a slave.
Slave? You... Fine. If you insist that much, I don't want a wife like you. I want you to divorce my son right now.
What? Are you sure?
Huh?
I would love to. I've been waiting for your permission.
Huh?
Actually, my husband hasn't been home for over a month.
He hasn't been home?
That's why I didn't have to make meals for him, and there was no laundry from him.
What do you mean?
My husband suddenly stopped coming home, and I couldn't get in touch with him. I didn't know what to do, so I had a detective agency look into him. Then, I found out that he was having an affair.
What? Affair?
Yes, I have the photos as proof, so I'll send them to you.
This is...
It's your son, talking happily and walking arm in arm with an unknown woman. And you can see them going into a hotel.
Maybe it's because you're not attractive enough.
Perhaps. That's why I'm willing to divorce him. He never paid any expenses, and I have no intention of living any longer with a man who is cheating on me.
Wait a minute. But he doesn't know anything about this, right? I think we should have a talk. Wouldn't that be better?
No. It's enough that you gave me the permission. Besides, I've already finished talking to the lawyer.
Huh?
I couldn't reach my husband, so I sent the proof of the affair and the divorce documents to his company. Then, I got a message saying that the paperwork is done. I haven't heard from him since then.
You did that without asking me? What do you think you're doing?
But you wanted us to get divorced, right?
That's...
Then you got what you want. That's good for you, isn't it? I also got what I wanted, so it's good for me too.
I guess...
See? I'm so relieved that you gave me permission. I'm leaving this house tomorrow. Thank you for everything.
Zoe? It's me. Do you recognize me?
Oh, ex-mother-in-law? It's been a while. How can I help you?
Well, I have a favor.
What? A favor? I'm a stranger now, so I don't think there's anything you need from me.
Actually, I need to borrow some money.
Huh? Why should I lend money to an ex-mother-in-law?
You know, there is no one else I can ask.
If you want to borrow money, please use a financial institution. I have no obligation to lend you money, so...
I can't use financial institutions anymore.
Why is that?
Actually, I'm already borrowing money from them to pay off my son's debt.
What? Why?
Well, back then, he was having an affair with a girl from a strip club.
Oh, that's right.
You knew?
Yes, because I had a detective check it out.
Why didn't you tell me?
Because you didn't ask, and I thought you might have guessed, seeing as how fancy she dressed.
If you had told me, none of this would have happened.
Don't blame me. I don't care who your son goes out with. It's none of my business.
Every day, he went to the strip club and paid for brand-name goods for girls. And if he didn't have enough money, he'd beg me for it.
Wouldn't it have been better if you hadn't given him the money?
Because I felt sorry for him. He always had a desperate face.
Oh.
And then I realized that our savings had run out. so I had to borrow money from financial institutions and give it to my son. But I've hit my limit with repayments and I couldn't keep up.
I'm sure that would happen.
So please, Zoe, please lend me money. I don't mean the whole amount, just a little, please.
I am afraid I have to decline. I do not have any money to lend you.
Why not? You and I were a family before. You could at least help me.
That was 5 years ago. I have no reason to help you. I'm sorry, but you'll have to find someone else.
No, you're terrible, Zoe.
Excuse me? Why am I terrible? It's your son who's terrible. He didn't even give his ex-wife living expenses. And after all that, he didn't go home at all. He had an affair and divorced me. He is a scumbag.
I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry.
If you feel sorry, please don't get me involved anymore.
But that's not what this is about. I'm in trouble now.
Then why don't you talk to your son who caused the problem? That's the way it has to be, isn't it? Asking me for help is not right.
My son went away with a girl. I can't reach him.
What? What a piece of trash.
So please, Zoe, help me.
I don't want to.
If you want, you can marry him again. Then you can be his wife, right? Let's work together and pay the debts.
Are you serious? This is beyond insane. The reason this happened in the first place is because you spoiled your son. You just followed him and gave money, even though you had to put yourself in debt. This is because you let him live his life as he wanted. Do something about it yourself. Don't involve me in this.
No, you won't help me?
No, I've already remarried and have children.
What?
Because it's already been 5 years since we got divorced. Why should it be a surprise?
Why did you remarry?
Because I have the right to be happy. I was heartbroken after my divorce, but this man encouraged me and made me look forward to the future. He's my current husband. I was so traumatized by the marriage to your son, and I was hesitant to remarry. But my husband waited for a long time until I changed my mind. So please, don't get involved with me again.
Wait a minute. Why would you remarry without permission? Why don't you just divorce that person and come back again?
Huh? How selfish can you be? I have children.
You see? Why don't you have your husband take them?
What are you saying? A child is not a thing. No matter what happens, my husband and I will raise them together.
Then you won't help me?
Of course not.
Oh no. What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to pay off my debt?
I don't know. Sell your house or go bankrupt, or find your son and make him pay. There are so many ways.
I'm asking you because I can't.
That's enough. I don't have time for crazy people like you. Don't ever get involved with me again.
Don't say that and help me, please.
I can't. If you get involved with me anymore, I'll call the police.
Please help me.
You're persistent. I will block all of your texts and phone calls. Well then, please struggle for your beloved son.
Oh, Zoe, wait.
After that, it seems like Eleanor sold the house. She is now all alone and not having a place to live. She rented a small, old apartment and lives a lonely life. A crazy son and a crazy mother. Maybe it was only natural. The other day, I was shopping at a supermarket near my office on my way back home, and I happened to see her. She has changed a lot. She was working at a supermarket. Her face was thinner, her body had become smaller, and her hair had turned completely white. I could tell how hard she had worked after that. I didn't speak to her though. Seeing her like that, I realized that I had to raise my own children well. I would like to express my deepest gratitude to her for reminding me of the importance of raising a child.
Kate, I'm going to celebrate my aunt's 60th birthday. You'll be joining us, of course.
It's a big celebration, isn't it? I don't have any plans, so Steve and I will join you.
I wasn't asking, was I?
What?
I'm going to be there, so of course, you, my daughter-in-law, will be there too.
Huh.
There will be a lot of relatives there on the day, so you'll have a lot of work to do. As my daughter-in-law, make sure you don't embarrass me. I'm afraid you're too dull and boring to be entertaining. Well, I'll keep an eye on you to make sure you don't mess up.
Keep an eye on me? With all due respect, I'm not your slave.
Huh? Don't get mouthy when you're such a useless woman. You're always talking about work, 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 and you can't even do your chores. What's the point of living together?
I know I'm busy with work, but I've never skipped doing housework. Your life should not be affected in any way.
You were so quick to talk back to me like that.
I can't help it if you're being unreasonable.
You are my daughter-in-law, so you should just say yes to what I say to you. You're always talking back to me every single time. It's really unattractive.
Sorry.
Anyway, I'll do whatever it takes to get you to help out on that day. You better plan on it.
Okay. Steve, you got a minute?
What's up?
Yeah, I just got a text from your mother. There's a 60th birthday celebration with relatives, and she wants me to be there.
Oh, I see. I haven't heard anything from her, though.
Apparently, I'm supposed to be a helper.
Huh?
There will be a lot of relatives there on the day, so you'll have a lot of work to do. She told me she will make me do a lot.
Mom's bossing you around again? Who does she think she is? Let's not go to the party.
No, it's okay. It's a 60th birthday and I want to celebrate it with you. It's okay, since that's the only time you'll ever get together with all your relatives.
Are you sure? Isn't she taking it too far?
Well, I'm a little worried about what your mother is saying and doing. But I'm totally fine with us attending a relative's get-together.
I see. I'm sorry about her. I'll keep a close eye on Mom that day. I won't let her bully you in front of the relatives.
Thank you, Steve. That's very reassuring.
You can count on me.
So please keep your schedule free that day.
Okay, I'll do that. Hey, what do you mean you can't come to the family gathering? I'm sure I told you about it a long time ago.
Mother-in-law, my father passed away, you know, and the funeral is going on right now. There's no way I can go.
What's Steve doing?
Steve is attending the funeral, of course.
What? Why is he there too?
Steve is my husband. It's only natural that he attends my father's funeral.
What kind of a joke is this? I told you to keep your schedule clear. You people are so useless.
Don't talk like that. We're sorry we can't be there to celebrate with you. We will come back later to celebrate, but I just can't do it today.
Why can't you?
That's what I'm telling you. My father passed away, and I'm in the middle of his funeral. How can I go?
I'm not interested in your father's funeral. I don't care about that. The family gathering is more important, so come here right now.
You're really insane.
Huh?
After my mother passed away, My father raised me by himself. I'm truly grateful to him. Of course, I really want to say goodbye to him. I don't feel like going to a relative celebration right now.
I don't care about that.
What?
I don't care about your feelings. Anyway, it's not too late, so come over here right now.
Huh? What kind of a person are you?
I don't care about your father. Steve is my eldest son. He has to be here. If he doesn't attend, people will think he's being rude.
No, I'm sure your relatives will understand if you tell them the situation. It's my father's funeral after all.
If you insist on not coming, I'll have Steve divorce you.
What? Why are you escalating this?
I don't care what you think. If you can't fulfill your duties as my eldest son's wife, then of course he'll divorce you.
What are you saying?
What I say is law. Obey me.
I can't talk anymore. Anyway, I'm in the middle of a funeral, so I'm going now.
Hey, Kate. Answer me right now.
Mother-in-law, it's you who's interrupting the funeral, isn't it?
Huh? What?
There's someone yelling incomprehensible things in the funeral home parking lot.
Oh, is there?
What a useless woman. Don't embarrass your mother-in-law. Don't ignore your duty to your relatives. It's obviously from you.
I'm doing a pretty good job, aren't I?
Huh?
This will interrupt the funeral, right? Leave it and come back here now.
I knew it was you. Who is that ugly man doing the shouting? I've never seen him before.
That's none of your business.
Anyway, please make him stop right away. I just want to let my father go in peace. Besides, many people from my father's company are coming today. I want to make sure the funeral goes off without a hitch. It's almost time for the casket.
Your father's company isn't that well known, is it? Those people, they don't matter. My relatives are much more important.
My father's company is quite well known. They have all the top executives here.
I really don't care about that.
Mother-in-law, I told you that I'll go greet your relatives after I'm done with my father. Why are you so insistent?
Don't you care what they think about you? And I have my pride too. I don't want them to think that my own daughter-in-law doesn't follow my orders.
Orders? What do you think I am?
You're a woman who can't listen to her mother-in-law. Disobedient is the perfect word for you. I think you should be more obedient to me.
Okay, I get it. I will try to do that from now on. So just for today, could you please just leave me be, just for today? I want to see my father off peacefully.
Then you'd better come back here right now.
I can't. I'm in the middle of a funeral.
The funeral will go on without you. Let the funeral home take care of it.
No. If I ditch my own father's funeral to celebrate your relative's 60th birthday, I'm sure the people at the party will feel it's bad.
Huh? What are you saying? No one knows about your father's funeral.
What? So all those people think I just didn't show up?
Maybe that is the case.
Mother-in-law, you need to explain to your relatives what's going on.
Your father's funeral is useless information, isn't it? I won't bother telling them that.
How dare you? Useless information? What do you think my father was? He was an irreplaceable and precious parent to me. You're a parent, so you should know how I feel.
Well, I'm sorry for your loss. But when you got married, you became a member of our family. I need you to put my relatives first.
I understand. Steve is contacting all the relatives right now. He said he'll head over there as soon as the funeral is over.
What? After the funeral? It's too late, isn't it?
They said they'll wait for me. I'll be on my way there as soon as possible.
I see. I hope everyone agrees. Anyway, come as soon as possible. And don't ever tell them that I interrupted the funeral. If you say anything about it, I will never forgive you.
Okay.
And another thing, I'm organizing the celebration, so you need to pay me $2,000.
Huh? You need $2,000 for a birthday celebration? That's way too much, no matter how much you did.
It's already been organized, and everybody is pitching in. You need to pay at least this much. Anything less than that won't cover it, and you'll look cheap. So don't nitpick and bring me $2,000.
Mother-in-law, where are you? Steve and I have already arrived.
What? I've been waiting for you.
We were late, so we thought you had already arrived. You weren't there yet, were you? I thought you said it's rude to be late. We've already given our congratulations and paid our contribution to the party.
Why do you always do things selfishly? I told you to give it to me, and I'd pay it.
No, it was too expensive. I asked all the relatives gathered here. Is it really $2,000 each?
What?
Then they said $100 would be enough, so I gave $100. Mother-in-law, you were planning to keep most of the $2,000, weren't you?
You are talking nonsense. I would never do such a thing. You really are an idiot, aren't you? I'm going over there now, and I'm going to give you a thorough talking to.
I don't think you should do that.
What? What are you talking about?
You're going to have a hard time from now on.
What? What do you mean?
Your relatives are furious.
Why?
First of all, you told me to leave the funeral. If it's my own father's funeral, of course it's more important. They said that since he was your daughter-in-law's father, it's only natural that you should have been there too.
What? Why did you tell them about the funeral when I said not to?
I didn't bring it up myself. As soon as I arrived there, they asked me what was wrong. Why were we late? They asked, so I gave a full explanation.
Why would you do that?
Why wouldn't I? Of course, we're going to tell them the truth about it. Besides, it was nice to talk to your relatives. By the way, your aunt was planning to celebrate with just their children, grandchildren, and close family members. I heard that was the original plan.
What?
I heard that you forced them to make it bigger than it was. I heard that the grandchildren, who were secretly planning it, were disappointed.
Because, well, you know, a 60th birthday is not a glamorous event. Of course it's better to make it a bigger and more fun party.
That's your own way of thinking. Your relatives don't all think like you.
Well, you're such a horrible person.
And you said I had to bring at least $2,000? Even with all the preparations, it couldn't have cost more than $500. What's that about?
Well, it's nice to contribute a good amount, isn't it? That's all I was saying. If you guys are already there, I guess I don't need to go. So, see you later then.
Mother-in-law, wait a minute. Steve would like to talk to you.
What? Hey, Mom, what a terrible thing you've done. I was just talking to some relatives, and there was an employee from Kate's father's company. They said if they had known, they would have wanted to attend the funeral. But you kept calling him and talking about the 60th birthday party. He couldn't think of anything else and missed the news. What? What are you talking about? My father-in-law was the CEO of the company. What? CEO? You never once said that. We brought it up more than once every time we met him. But you never listened, complaining about how bad the food was, how uncomfortable the seats were, etc. You were only thinking about yourself and didn't listen to what others had to say. My father-in-law was a good leader who was loved by all his employees. So many people attended his funeral. They couldn't all fit into the funeral home. That's how popular he was. He's so different from you. That's not true. I'm sure you'll have an overflowing crowd of mourners when it's my time to go. To the funeral of someone who tries to steal money from a 60th birthday celebration? Who's going to come? Steal? Don't talk nonsense to me. I guess it's to give to that man. Huh? That guy who came and shouted outside the funeral home. He's your guy, right? Huh? What? Why? He was rude and disrespectful at the funeral, so I grabbed him and got the whole story out of him. I heard you were spending all your money on him. You're in love with a man you're way too old for. I can do whatever I want. It's up to me, isn't it? I'm a woman too. I heard he was unemployed. Yeah, it's awful. His boss accused him of embezzlement and fired him. Suddenly, he had no job and he was in trouble. So I took care of him. That's all a lie, okay? What? No, it's not. I don't care if you are my son. I won't let you say anything bad about him. I hear he's known around here as a scammer. He finds a target and approaches them with some made-up sob story. And then he tries to get money out of them. You've been duped, you know. That's not true. He and I are getting married soon. How much money have you given him? Well, I'd say about $30,000. Huh? Did he pay back anything yet? Not yet. He said he'll pay me back little by little after he gets a job and we get married. It's like that, is it? Have you ever seen him looking for a job even once? You're joking, right? Just the other day, I gave him $10,000 because he's signing a contract for a new apartment after we get married. What about that? I don't know. He's probably on the run with that money right now, isn't he? Probably unreachable. I swear, his phone number has been disconnected. You've just been used, you know, as an ATM. Oh no, so that money will never be paid back? That's what it seems like. The money we were almost forced to pay you anyway. That was going to go to him, wasn't it? I'm really glad we went straight to my relative's house. My money? Well, I don't have any proof about the money, but I don't think he's going to pay you back. I'm suing that guy for disturbing the funeral. I can't let it slide after he ruined my father-in-law's funeral. You'd go that far? Of course I would, and you're just as guilty as him. I didn't do anything. I just told him that I wish you'd leave the funeral. I just told him that. How convenient for you, huh? I will never forgive you for trying to ruin my father-in-law's funeral. And I will never forgive you for bullying Kate so much. I've completely lost my patience with you today, and I'm going to cut all ties with you. Wait a minute. Why are you suddenly disowning me? You are my only son. You're my blood. I don't give a shit. You're the reason for all this. You better take this to heart. Steve! Mother-in-law, I told you so. Hey, it's your fault we're in this mess. You should do something about it. If Steve abandons me, I'll be all alone. That can't be helped. You did such a terrible thing. Besides, we're not the only ones who are angry. What? All the relatives who gathered today are equally angry. It's a disgrace to have such a person as you in the extended family. They said they will stop all communication with you from now on.
That's not true, is it? You'll see for yourself if you come here. Please come and find out.
No, I don't know what people will say.
That can't be helped, can it? You did this to yourself.
Kate?
Yes?
If I apologize, will you forgive me?
What?
If I apologize, will you help me?
No, I will not help you.
Why not? I'm going to be all alone, isolated from everyone. Don't you feel sorry for me?
No, I don't. Do you remember what you did when I was the saddest person in the world after my father died? You tried to ruin the funeral. And to top it off, you even tried to rob me of my money. How could I possibly feel sorry for such a person? You really have no common sense, do you? Steve and all his relatives are disgusted with you.
You still say terrible things. I'm your mother-in-law. You should help me.
No, I'm going to cut ties with you just like Steve is. I don't consider you my mother-in-law, so I don't think I'll help you.
Oh, no.
And I'm going to succeed my father as the CEO of the company.
What? You're going to be the CEO? Then, can I ask you for financial support? As you know, I've already spent all my savings.
I know, but I don't have to help you because I'm leaving you, right? And you tried to mess up my father's funeral. I'm not going to help you with the money my father made at his company. Don't be ridiculous.
Then, what's going to happen to me now?
I don't know. You can do whatever you want. Work, live on your own. I have no intention of seeing you again. I'll block your number too.
Oh no, wait a minute, Kate. I'm sorry for what I did, so don't abandon me.
After that, we packed up our belongings and left the house. My mother-in-law was insisting that we stay with her the whole time. We didn't say a word to her. Of course, we didn't let her know where we were moving to. My father's funeral and the 60th birthday celebration. Because of how she acted about them, my mother-in-law seems to have been abandoned by all her relatives as well. And as for the man, he was convicted of disturbing the peace and malicious behavior. He was ordered to pay a fine and never saw my mother-in-law again. My mother-in-law was left all alone. She is living in a daze, holed up in her big house. Neighbors say that her hair has turned completely white, and she has aged drastically. Well, she got what she deserved, didn't she? We started a new life in our new residence. Since I became the CEO of the company, my husband resigned from his job. He has agreed to help me with our company. We are both determined to do our best so as not to tarnish the name of my father's company.
Hey, Lucy, guess what? Do you know how elegant I can live in the future?
What do you mean?
I think I can live like a celebrity.
That's new to me. But on what basis are you saying that?
Because I have you and Noah, so my life is secure. We are a family, so it's only natural for you to work a little harder for me, right?
Wait a minute. Does that mean you are planning to rely on us?
That's a rude way to put it, don't you think? But I guess you could say that. As long as you guys are doing well, I don't have to worry about anything.
But Maria, we have our own lives to live. We have plans for the future. How can you expect to live like a celebrity without thinking about that?
Lucy, I'm the boss of this house. Noah is taking over the company, and you being the executive director, it's all according to my plan. So I have nothing to worry about and just live my life.
What do you mean by that? What exactly are you talking about? If it's something that involves us, I'd like to know.
I don't have to be specific, you know. I'm just saying that if you guys are okay, my life will have nothing to worry about. Besides, I went out for a fancy lunch with friends yesterday. It would be nice to have that kind of thing going on every day, you know?
I don't understand. What exactly do you mean by that? We have to protect our own lives too.
So, Noah will run the company well. And as long as you support him as the managing director, that's all that matters to me. You don't need to worry about me. Oh yes, I just remembered. I have shopping plans next week. Do you want to come with me?
That's not an easy thing to do, you know. Running a company is always difficult, and it's tough if we don't keep trying.
I don't care about that. All I'm saying is that as long as you guys are doing well, my life will be stable. Besides, did you read the online news this morning? I was in the society page. You should be more proud of me.
Maria, please don't be so irresponsible. We're struggling to make ends meet too. It bothers me that you're trying to take it for granted.
It bothers you? It's only natural for you to support me, isn't it? Do you have any idea how much I have done for this family?
I appreciate your efforts, but this is different. I want you to think about our lives too.
Lucy, you really don't understand, do you? Because I have supported this family, I have the right to live gracefully as the mistress of this family. It's your job to take care of me, you know? Like, you should pay for whatever I purchase.
Maria, I really don't understand what you mean. I understand that you have been supporting us, but that's not the same thing as this. We have our own lives. The idea that only you can live gracefully doesn't sound right.
What are you talking about? I am the mistress of this family. As long as Noah is here, and as long as you are here, my life is secure. Besides, you better plan for my upcoming trip.
Trip? What are you saying all of a sudden?
Well, don't be like that. Anyway, don't worry about the future. You'll understand what I'm talking about in time.
No, I don't think I will understand.
Anyway, you guys are supposed to support me. Don't forget that. Oh, yeah, and I've made reservations at a fancy restaurant for dinner tonight.
Huh? You can't just do that. Maria, please look at the reality. I had no idea you were that insane. To be honest, I'm very shocked.
What? What do you mean? How dare you talk to me like that? You better watch your mouth.
I doubt you as a person. Did you even consider everyone's feelings?
Huh? I was the manager's wife, remember? Of course I considered. I am the boss in the family. It's natural for the whole family to support me, isn't it?
Maria, what was that all about at the funeral? Your own husband passed away, and you were just screaming, "His inheritance is all mine," with a big smile on your face. It's beyond insane.
Oh my goodness. You married Noah because you wanted money too, right? You're the same as I am, so why don't you stop being a nice person here? Because Noah is a successful businessman with money and status, everyone around us think the same way. Love isn't the only reason you married him, right?
I didn't marry Noah for money. I didn't marry him because he is a business owner or because he has money. I decided to marry him because I was attracted to his personality, his honesty, and most of all, his compassion. Certainly, his success is wonderful, and I admit that I have benefited from it. But I don't think we would have been able to have such a happy family if that was the only motivation for our marriage.
How can you say that? Not only you are the wife of the president, but you also hold the position of managing director within the company. It's really amazing that you have established your own high position, both at home and at the company. You're more arrogant than I am as a housewife, aren't you? Noah becoming a president and you becoming an executive director were all planned, weren't they? Seeing you doing so well makes me feel relieved that I made the right choice. But I know how much effort you put in to get to this point. In the end, you're just living on Noah's success, aren't you?
You know what? I was given the role of managing director before I got married. My relationship with Noah started after I became executive director. Please don't make careless remarks based on speculation alone. And that's not what we are talking about now.
Yes, I understand. It was certainly not mature of me to talk about his inheritance at my husband's funeral. But finally, this $5 million is going to be mine. I can't stop laughing.
$5 million?
I know you're going to talk about inheritance in the near future. You have no right to tell me this or that. No matter what you say, I am legally entitled to inherit everything. I am the mistress of this house, and I have supported this family for many years. I should receive my inheritance as a reward for that.
Of course I'm not the legal heir, so I'm not going to interfere. Maria, why don't you calm down a little? You made such an offensive comment and behaved so badly at the funeral. Most of the people who were there didn't look at you in a good light. I think you should behave more like a grown woman.
They are just jealous of me because they won't be getting $5 million. If I have to deal with every single complaint, it's never going to end.
Anyway, I beg you. I'm sure you would understand that many people are shocked by the sudden incident of your husband who was well-liked. You have to be really careful about careless remarks in such a situation. If you're not careful, you might even lower your own value.
Yes, I get it now. As long as I keep quiet about something like that, you'll be happy, right?
Yes, by all means. Thanks for understanding.
You really are a cheeky wife, aren't you? Well, if you have so much to say to me, go ahead and say it. But nothing you say will change my mind. I have supported this family and will continue to do so. I don't care what you think. Hey, Lucy. I've decided to leave my mom to my aunt and uncle tonight. My aunt and uncle helped me out a lot. I'm going to be a little late, but we'll talk again as soon as I get home.
Thanks for your hard work, Noah. It must have been really hard for you. I'm sure you must be exhausted from preparing for the funeral and dealing with the family. Come home early and get some rest.
I'm sorry about today. I really had a lot going on and I just couldn't get caught up. I'm sorry for the burden I've put on you as well. I really appreciate you being there.
What's up with you all of a sudden?
It's the way my mother acted at my father's funeral. Even though she's my stepmother, I'd like her to be firm, even if it's just superficial, as our mistress. You tried to talk to her so many times and went around apologizing to everyone, but she doesn't care at all.
Well, being the second wife of a wealthy family, I have to admit that there are many things she has to be concerned about in the eyes of the public. We talked on WhatsApp afterwards, but I don't think she seemed remorseful.
The fact that she married my father for his inheritance is confirmed by what she said at the funeral. I really couldn't believe that she would talk about his inheritance so openly in that situation. I thought she had no idea how much my father cared about his family. I mean, I knew she was like that, but the way she behaved after he passed away just confirmed it. I'll have to be more careful from now on. I'll be careful what she says for a while.
Okay.
Hi, Lucy. I'm going on a trip now.
What?
People who didn't come to the funeral still come to greet, so you'll have to stay and take care of it. You know who I'm talking about, don't you? There are many relatives and acquaintances who were too busy to come to the funeral. I know they'll come all the way to visit later. I just don't have the energy left to deal with them. You stay home and deal with them while I go out and freshen up for a while.
What are you thinking about? It's only been 6 days since your husband passed away, remember? And it's only been 4 days since the funeral. Don't you realize how insane you are being?
Because I'm bored. I just wish you'd have a little understanding of how much I've done for the family. It wouldn't be a bummer if I took a little time off, would it? Besides, I don't really have anything to do right now. I'm bored sitting around the house. There's nothing else I want to do.
Huh?
I'd feel a little better if I could count $5 million in inheritance, but I guess it takes a little while until I get the money. My celebrity friends don't invite me out to play with them, probably because they're worried about my feelings. On the other hand, if I stay at home, only people in mourning clothes sometimes come to my house. It's so depressing.
You can't talk like that to people who are mourning your husband. They really cared about him. Please think about the people who took the time out of their busy schedules to visit. I was reminded of how much he was loved by so many people. It's really not good to disrespect their feelings like that.
Shut up! Just come quickly. I'll be late for the bus, so I've already left home.
What?
I'm off then. Take care of the rest, will you?
How selfish can you be?
Hey, Lucy, I really can't believe it. How could she do that when Dad has only been gone for a short time? As a family, shouldn't we have a little time to mourn Dad? Besides, doesn't she think it's insane to go on a trip alone when it's a time for the whole family to support each other?
Yeah, I know. She left without telling me where she was going or when she is coming back. I've called and texted her a few times since then, but I haven't heard from her at all.
I'm really sorry.
Why are you apologizing?
She's my mother, and I feel sorry that she's been acting like this. She's Dad's second wife, and she has a legal position to get Dad's inheritance. I understand that to my family and relatives, she's someone they should treat as a mother. But in reality, we are not blood related, and there are many things she says and does that I don't understand.
Don't worry too much, I'm fine.
Thanks.
Oh, I wanted to ask you something.
What is it?
She seems to think she has $5 million to inherit.
What?
I don't know why she would think that, do you?
Of course not. That woman is totally insane. Hey, what is it with that will? The land and house were registered in Noah's name, and I only get $30,000? And the rest was all donated to charity?
I don't want you to complain to me about that.
Weren't you working on something to give yourself an advantage like this? I suspect that you have been doing something behind my back. You were trying to outsmart me and take over the inheritance and property for yourself, weren't you? I can't believe you would even consider such a thing.
I would never do that.
Where did the $5 million go which I was supposed to inherit? I can't believe that such a large sum of money is nowhere to be found. That's the $5 million I've been looking forward to for so long. With that money, my future life would have been more elegant and stable. I would have been able to travel as much as I want and enjoy shopping without any worries. What the hell is going on that it's nowhere to be found? You guys weren't lying to me, were you?
About that $5 million? I've always wondered where that came from. What the hell was that?
What? He said his ex-wife had $5 million, so I assumed that's what it was. Because if your ex-wife had that much money, I should have the same amount of inheritance, right? Isn't that a normal way of thinking?
Huh? By ex-wife, do you mean Noah's biological mother? I thought you might be talking about someone else. But surely you are referring to Noah's mother, right?
Who else could it be? Who else besides his own mother would have such a large sum of money? You really are slow.
Oh, that's what you mean. I see. I finally understand why you misunderstood. But I'm afraid that information was a little wrong.
Where on earth did it disappear? I have no idea where all that money has gone. How much fun I thought I could have with that $5 million. Traveling, shopping, lavish dinners, everything is ruined. All my future plans are ruined.
That $5 million is already gone.
What? What do you mean it's gone?
Noah's mother owned her little store. I heard that the year before she passed away, her annual sales were $5 million.
Huh? Annual sales?
I think that's probably what he meant. By the way, she left that store to her brother and sister in her will. In other words, that $5 million has nothing to do with your husband's inheritance.
I'm sorry? You're saying that my $5 million was never there from the beginning?
That's what it means. But you'll get $30,000, so I think it's enough.
$30,000 will be gone in no time after I pay off my debts.
Debts?
I have debts from shopping expensive stuff, thinking it's okay to spend a little if I have $5 million. I also asked my friend to pay for my overseas trip. I also borrowed money from here and there.
And now you have a total of $30,000 debts?
I'll be almost penniless. What are you going to do about it?
I don't know about that. I have nothing to do with it.
I know. You should give up your position as managing director to me.
Huh?
Company executives are paid just to sit on a chair and stroll around. Even I, a housewife, could easily do it.
Don't underestimate the importance of running a company, will you?
What?
It's true that I may seem like an unprecedented selection considering my age. But since I joined the company, I have been promoted from chief to general manager, and here I am today. I am sure that I was not given special treatment to become the executive director. I'm certain that I made my way up through my own efforts.
You don't have to get angry about it, you know.
I'm proud of the work I'm doing, and to be told that I'm just sitting on a chair and strolling around, I think it's natural to get angry about it.
I understand. I'll give up the executive director's chair. In exchange, can I ask you to give me some money?
There will be a survivor's pension.
That's not very much.
You're not going to get anything from me. The current head of the company is Noah, who succeeded your husband. You're not in a position to interfere with anything in the company to begin with.
Then, if I ask Noah, there is a way for me to get the money, right?
You're being too naive to ask for money when you're not even an employee.
Then what do you want me to do? Do you want me to go out on the street? How am I supposed to live on my own now? What about my life from now on? I can't believe I'm being thrown into this situation.
Why don't you just work? There are so many ways you can rebuild your life on your own. You should be able to make a new start.
What? Working? Do you think I can work now?
You are still 52 years old, so yes, you're not old enough to retire. If you are healthy and energetic, you can take on any number of new challenges. If you want to work for us, please apply for a job when it becomes available. If you meet the hiring requirements, there is a possibility that you will be hired. You may be able to find a job where you can make use of your experience and skills.
Hey, Lucy, you have too big an attitude for a daughter-in-law. Shouldn't you be more polite to me? Besides, if you are my daughter-in-law, you should be obligated to support me, your mother-in-law.
You've already submitted the termination of relations of affinity, haven't you?
Well,
then you're not my mother-in-law anymore. I don't think you're a mother to Noah either, are you?
Oh, no, I mean, I don't know what to do.
Also, the house you live in now is in Noah's name. If you want to continue to live there, there will be rent to pay.
Rent? Are you going to charge me the rent?
In the market price of this area, it's going to be about $3,000 per month.
$3,000? How am I supposed to pay such a large amount of money?
If it is difficult, then please make a decision as soon as possible about your future plans. I suggest you start preparing for your new life soon.
I don't have any money. How am I supposed to live under such circumstances? Please, Lucy, give me some more time. I'm sorry, too. I'll be more cooperative from now on. So please don't give up on me. I'm really begging you. Can you help me just a little bit more? I admit that I have been wrong so far, so give me another chance.
I can't do that. I don't trust what you say. Besides, I'm sure Noah doesn't want to help you either. I think you should give up now. Please think about how to live while you work hard by yourself.
Please don't say such cold things. Please, Lucy.
After that, Maria was in despair as she was overwhelmed with debts. Unable to pay the $3,000 rent, she eventually left home and began a lonely life in a cheap apartment. She asked her friends for help, but no one would help her because of her selfish attitude. Finding a job was also difficult, so she worked part-time at a convenience store and a fast food restaurant, but it did not last long, and her life became more and more difficult. The reality for her was harsh, but I think she deserves it. Noah and I support each other and work hard every day. We will continue to protect the company that my father-in-law left to us together. We will respect each other and never forget our gratitude.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and leave us a comment down below. It means a lot to us. See you next time!